next level.
What's up, YouTube? It's Mark here from NxTLvLTech, and it is another fantastic Feel Good Friday. I'm here with Rohas. He's on this side. How you doing today, Rohas?
I'm tired.
Whatever. You were just going crazy behind the scenes. Stop that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The energy drink just crashed.
I plead the fifth.
So last week, Feel Good Friday was actually on Rohas's channel because YouTube decided to strike me down. And I'm back. So hopefully that's the one and only time, and we should be good. So I've been working on a bunch of stuff on Beyond the Streams, behind the scenes, and a couple new things for my channel. So just before we get into all of that good stuff, I hope you guys are doing fantastic. Today is a lovely Friday, the 13th of November, but it is a Feel Good Friday nonetheless. Whew. I'm excited. As you guys see, the camera looks a lot better. If you guys watched the stream yesterday, all it took was a quick wax on, wax off, and the quality is impeccable. It's amazing. I did want to give a couple shout outs. So let me just do this real quick with my camera. Yeah, we're good there. So a couple shout outs real quick. You see I have Vincent T on the hat. How we always do it is, when you guys do any kind of donations, super chats, whatever, you guys knock off the person that's on the hat and your name goes up there as a thank you, a shout out for doing supporting the channel and all that kind of good stuff. You guys knock off the person that, mute my YouTube. And so for the last Feel Good Friday, not the one last Friday, but the Friday before, quick shout out to, hold on a second. Where's my dates? Here we go. So we got Brooklyn Cord Cutters, Billy Lawrence Wiggins, Red Lantern, Octavia, Mibsen, Philly Cable Dave, Roland Allen Jr., and Vincent Tyler. Vincent was the last one that donated on the last show. So thank you very much. And again, here we go. Thank you very much, Paper Plate. I hope you're all settled into your new place in Florida. I believe you moved to. I'm not sure if you were in Florida before, but I hope you're all settled in now. So as you can see,
Mark is saying you're clearer than I am. Not the usual. Definitely an improvement. Really, I thought we look about the same. He just has color.
Well, like we always say, behind the scenes at least, if there was no room for improvement, I could not be NxTLvLTech because I'm always striving to get to that next level. So I hope I sound good.
You got to sandbag yourself is what you're saying, right?
It's a handicap. Life is a handicap match for me, okay?
All right. How's that? Is that better? Do I look HD now?
Yeah, you actually do pretty damn good there. Yeah. Actually, you know what?
I had to turn on the lights.
Let me check my Plex.
What's up, the Juan? The show canal starts since the Juan is here. Juan says my cam looks clear and more fluid.
Yours?
Yeah.
It's because my Plex is going in the background.
Canuck Mark, what do you think? Does it look better? Rojas looks 8K.
So that being said, a huge shout out, first of all, to all of the members of the channel. You guys get to see some sneak peeks. There is a members only Telegram group. And just before the show today, I finished working on a new outro for my videos, and I had shot that to the members group. I got some pretty good feedback on it so far. So thank you guys for giving me the feedback on that new outro. I appreciate it. I'm just starting to learn how to do a couple different edits and different stuff. So it's really good to get your guys' feedback before I really throw it out there to everybody.
Buzz says their YouTube is still being wacky.
That's crazy. And so I was troubleshooting with them, and what I think it comes down to is the application when the live streams come in at 1080p. So when he was checking some of the live streams at 720p, they were fine. But because your stream and my stream, we stream at 1080, it was causing weird issues for their application. So I don't know if he's able to turn it down and try 720.
That's what I would suggest. I would go to your settings, turn it down to 720, and hopefully that should fix your issue.
I do have another shout out. I'm just shouting out. The whole stream today is just me shouting. So as you guys know, well, I can't even see because of my hair. But as you guys know, I do have merch. So this is a one-off. This is my purple sweater. Might be stolen from me later today when Preppy gets here. But I do have merch. There's black sweaters. There's face masks, stuff like that. I also actually mailed out Monday, along with the sweaters and the mask orders, a special thank you to some of the people that are on the next level memberships. And to my surprise, those are kind of supposed to be Christmas gifts. And typically I've had issues in the past. I'm not trying to say that there were issues, but mail wise, some stuff was taking up to 3 weeks to get to people, even in the States. And I'm in Canada. So I was like, if I mail them this week, they'll probably get it by the 1st of December and we'll be good. Let me tell you, Canada Post is like, they're on Christmas mode. They're flying by like Rudolph and Santa's helpers and all kinds of stuff, because I mailed stuff out Friday night and everything was delivered this week. Even stuff to the UK got there this week. So I don't know what's going on, but shipping is going a lot faster than the past couple months. I'm not trying to complain, but if you receive something that may have some Christmas stuff on it, I hope you're in the Christmas cheer, because the holidays is right around the corner.
Yep.
So Rohas, tell me what's going on, man.
Well, I do have to apologize to a couple people, because I have to mail out some stuff, but because we had work to do today in the morning. Yesterday we had work literally all day. It was like one thing after another and after another and after another. So it was pretty busy like all day yesterday. If you missed the Beyond the Streams show yesterday, we had Tanya Fire TV Sticks, some great stuff. She is on fire, guys. If you guys don't know about her, make sure you guys sub to her. She's about to hit that 100,000 subs, which is amazing. She's doing a great job. So make sure you guys do go check out Beyond the Streams, and there's a lot of good interviews in there. So check it out. We got a lot of cool stuff coming. But yeah, a couple interviews or a couple apologies. So I was supposed to mail a couple things out, shirts. So Jugs, sorry. I got a couple more. Brad, sorry. And Storm, sorry. And Next Level, sorry.
Yeah.
Preppy Mama, sorry. But yeah, a couple people have been asking about shirts. Oh, there's Brad. He's just cracking up. Yeah, sorry guys. I was gonna send it up this morning, but it's been one hell of a freaking day. Today, yesterday, and I'm just like, I'm gonna get to it. And I didn't get to it. And now, usually, once we're done with this show, I'm so checked out already. So I'm in the process of editing a video right now. So I'm kind of like, okay, as soon as we end this, I'm gonna finish that edit, have it done, and then Monday I'm gonna mail out shirts. So I got several shirts and several stuff. I'm gonna send out your package too on Monday. Your care package, which should hopefully get there before the year's over.
Are those cables going to be in there?
They will be in there.
Okay, cool. All right. So I'm going to do a couple shout outs, but if you guys saw the title and the thumbnail of this video, I thought it would be kind of interesting for us to talk about value versus budget. I think it's something that sometimes we have to reevaluate as we transition through, anything in life, be it your streaming entertainment stuff, whatever it may be. Value versus budget is going to look something different from person to person. So, Rohas's budget and what he finds valuable at that budget is going to be different from what I find valuable at my budget, because my budget is different than his. And how do you transfer or translate or, jump or change what you qualify as valuable as your budget changes? Or do you just kind of, there's people that, their budget may never change, because, there's people that say if it's free, it's for me. But they understand that, they define that. But sometimes as we jump into the streaming community, our demands of what we want from our entertainment experiences change.
Mm-hmm.
How do we supplement that? How do we take that to the next level?
See, this is the monkey crap I got to deal with on a daily.
I think sometimes Rohas avoids saying next level because he knows. He's like, no, I'm not saying it. I'm not giving you that pleasure.
Yeah. So for me, what I would say is it's kind of okay. Here's a good example. I wanted to get a budget 4K TV, and I say that with anger because I really did think we're both waving. What are you waving yourself? I really I try to pull a I'm gonna be cheap, and I got a budget 4K TV, which ended up being not even a 4K TV. It's upscaled, but it is running a 1080p. So I thought it was a 4K, and it's not. Now, when it comes to certain stuff, like okay, I'm gonna go cheapo on the TV just to get something going. I could see it. I'm in the office, so it doesn't really need anything like crazy. Um, I won't go cheap on cables. So, like, I know we were talking about like Audio Quest, for example. I will say, hey, for Audio Quest on this TV, I would probably go with the Forest, which is a pretty good sale, pretty good deal. Or maybe even Cinnamon if I want to spend the extra change, only because as soon as you start plugging in stuff, you want to be sure you're getting like top quality stuff. Now, of course, as you're getting better products, like Next Level here got a really killer mic. Once you start buying better stuff, then you need to start replacing stuff. You can't just say, hey, I'm going to buy I know the 8K TVs are coming out. So let's just say I buy a true 8K TV. You shouldn't go cheap on cables. You should always say, hey, if I'm going to go 8K TV, I need to have the same thought process with cables. So I think it depends. There's certain things that you definitely shouldn't go cheap on, like Ethernet cables, like your cable stuff. If you're doing Wi-Fi, hardwired stuff like that, you don't want to go cheap because then you're going to be worried about drop signals. So it really depends. You know, I think it's relative depending on what you're buying. You know.
Would you say this is something I've been thinking, but I haven't done the math in my head yet? So, would you say that there is a ratio or a percentage that you should spend on accessories like cable? So, let's say you spend, you know, $500 on a TV. Would your cables be a 10% ratio of that? So, you'd spend $50 on your cable. And maybe let's say you buy a $5,000 TV, and then 10% of that would be $500 on good quality cables.
I wouldn't put a percentage because like if you do like you said like a $10,000 TV
Mm-hmm.
or $5,000 TV and you're talking about like $500 worth of cables, um or however you're doing it, it's hard to say like what you would do. Like for me, I will only stick to certain types of cables. So if I gotta go, and this is gonna sound weird, but if I'm like, hey, I don't want to go to Audio Quest, I'm gonna do a cheaper cable. I will do Monster. Monster is a cheaper cable to Audio Quest. Here's the thing, because I know how Audio Quest is and they have a good budget HDMI cable, I'll just stick to Audio Quest anyway and just get their like Forest, which is their second lowest cable, which is a great cable. But I don't know if I would do, depending on the amount of money that I spend on a thing like a TV, like a $10,000 TV, if I would say, hey, I have about a grand or whatever, $500 or whatever to spend on cables, you know? I think it really just depends. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know.
Shout out to Roger who just hit the PayPal. Roger, I believe you're in Canada, so if you do want to do donations as well, you can actually do email money transfers to the email address in the description if I have one there. But yeah, that also goes through. That saves fees on both parties, so you're good to go from there. I mean, there is value to cables. Let's talk about this comment because I think this is a common thing too. What do you have to say about this?
I was just commenting too. Okay, delete. Here we go. So this is what I would say. The highest profit at Best Buy is cables. Never buy monster cable. Wow, mono price is, and then you just take it down.
Okay.
There we go. Mono price is best for cables. Price is Cat 6, HDMI, etc. Way cheaper, and digital is all the same, 100 or 0. Now, Monster. So the highest profit on for Best Buy. Best Buy just makes profit everywhere. Like, yes, with the cables, I think they try to sell you some of their cheaper cables because people will just buy it and they know you're going to come back because of, again, budget cheap cables. I'm not a Monster fan just because of how the casing and all that stuff is built into the actual cable itself. It's good. Is it better than Audio Quest? Heck no. The way Audio Quest works is their casing, the silver that's inside of it, the connection, like all that stuff that they put inside their cable is good stuff. So the best when it comes to transmission from point A to point B within a cable, meaning an HDMI Audio Quest cable, is the silver that's actually in there. There you go, the silver conductors. People always think gold is better than silver. Maybe in value, if you're trying to sell something, yes. But when it comes to cables, silver is actually better. It just transmits everything a lot better. You want to take it over on this one?
Not only just that, but as you get into some of the better quality cables, the shielding is increased. So as we start to, I'm going to say, litter our home and our entertainment areas with smart tech or tech in general, there is a lot of interference. So as you get into higher quality cables, there is better shielding when it comes into interference. So when you have, better shielding, you have better digital transmissions, you end up with better quality signals, no matter if it's audio or video on the other line. Now, will the average person notice that? Will the average person need all of that extra shielding? That really comes down to your home, right? As Rohas says in a lot of his videos, the live streams, when we talk to people, we're like, listen, there's a return policy on these items on most tech things for a reason. Buy it, try it out. If you don't notice a difference or if you don't find the value in something, then don't keep it, return it. Mm-hmm. The things that are recommended for different purposes and different reasons. If it doesn't suit your budget, your value, or your needs, only you can be the judge of that.
Mm-hmm. And we're not saying Monster's the best. Actually, that the very first thing I said was budget. No, the best, Audio Quest. Does HDMI cables matter? Definitely. You buy cheap, you get cheap. I have yet to have one person tell me after purchasing an Audio Quest cable, they were asking me, like, what would you do? Right now, I would do chocolate. If you got $60 that you could spend on a good cable, Amazon has a deal. Those are normally about $300. Chocolate, $300, and right now they're down for 60. For vodka, they're normally around $400, and they're selling about $100 right now. If you're just like, dude, $60 is a lot of money, okay, try Cinnamon. Cinnamon's a great cable. Now here's the thing. Anybody who has bought one of those cables, 100%. I always say it's always like 90%, 99%, something like that I get positive feedback. I always get those one-offs. It's been 100%. Thank you for giving me this information to get this badass cable. Like, literally, I haven't had one thing. And then the one thing I'm going to tell everybody, if you say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna buy this chocolate cable, like you said, or vodka cable, or cinnamon. I think cinnamon's like down to like $30 right now, $40. Audio Quest cinnamon. But if you do get a chocolate and you're like, I'm gonna spend $60 on a cable, here's the beauty part about it. If you buy it and if you hate it, take it back. You get your money back. If you buy it through Amazon, and this is what I always tell everybody. If you go to Best Buy and purchase it, pick it up on a Thursday, set it up that day. Friday, enjoy your fights, your games, your pay-per-views, your video gaming, your movie streaming, whatever you're doing. Do that on Friday. Do that on Saturday. Do that on Sunday. If on Sunday you're like, you know what? Nope, not sold. I don't like it. Cool. Guess what? No harm, no foul. Take it back. Take it back. You're not going to hurt my feelings. Take it back. Now, if you end up liking it, I want to know if you saw the difference. I don't want to hear like, dude, Rojas, thank you. I like it. Every single person that's told me like, hey, I love this one, I tell them, but why? What did you see? What did you hear? What did you experience? So if anybody does get those cables, please let us know. And please, if you do like it, let us know why you like it. Not just, don't tell us, hey, it looks good. Give us some good feedback. Let us know why you love it. And if you hate it, let us know. Hey, I didn't see a difference. Okay, cool. If you didn't see a difference and you returned it, all right, I'm not gonna get mad.
The last thing I'm going to touch on those cables is say there is value when it comes to warranties. These are the last cables that you're going to have to buy. They come with a lifetime warranty. And I know sometimes when we talk about lifetime, we're like, what does lifetime mean? This company is not going anywhere. No. These cables are going to last you.
Yeah, they will outlast you. Unless somehow, some way the company sells and whoever owns them now, the end of the lifetime of that company is done, or they shut down for no reason or whatever. The lifetime of that company, if anything happens to that cable, yeah, you get your warranty. Just tell them, hey, this cable no longer works, and they'll give you a new one. I've even had it where I took my forest cables and I said, hey, my forest cable still works, but I actually want to upgrade to a cinnamon. They actually took my forest cable. They gave me the credit of what the forest cable is worth.
Really?
Yes. And they gave me the cinnamon cable. Well, I had to pay the difference. I had to pay the difference on the cinnamon cable, but yeah, they gave me full credit on that forest cable. They're like, dude, your cable looks brand new. I'm like, well, I take care of my stuff. I don't thrash it. But they saw the cable, everything looked really good. They tested it, everything looked fine. And they're like, cool, we're going to send it over to our people. They're going to open it, make sure everything's good, everything's fine, clean up everything that it needs to. And then what they do is they'll resell it, They'll still use all that stuff in there because it's still good.
Pretty cool.
It's awesome. And the thing is, what they'll do is they'll use those cables at Best Buy. People who return them, they're like, hey, here, or what Audio Quest does is, they have so many connections with like sports and all the cabling that they use. Here, use this cable, free, go for it. They have all these connections, so it's not a loss for them.
Going to touch on this one really quick. When's the next giveaway? I mean, I don't know. You guys don't know. Nobody ever knows. I have a lot of stuff that I have to unbox. I have a lot of companies that have hit me up. And I just this week gave away a lot in membership prizes, in winnings, in things that I've been giving away for the past 2 weeks. So I don't know if I'm going to do one today. We'll see what happens by the end of the show. But typically we do give away a lot of stuff either on the live streams or in the Telegram group. So the only way to know is to stick around till the end of the show or join the Telegram group. All right, so if you guys got any questions or anything, I'm just trying to catch up in the chat. Rohas, if you see anything, go for it. I'm just want to make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. I believe it is Flick Chick's birthday today. So happy birthday, Flick Chick, if it is your birthday.
Happy birthday, Flick Chick. Psycho Rojas needs a shipping manager. Huh?
Cyclone.
Cyclone. What do they call him? Psycho?
Yeah.
Psycho. So Psycho said, what do you say? I just bought a TP-Link Archer C6 mesh router. It wasn't suggested by NxTLvL, but if it doesn't work, I'm blaming him anyway.
Hey, there's some really cheap mesh routers right now, and they're going to get the work done. I mean, not everybody lives in a 4,000 square foot house. You don't need a crazy, crazy mesh system. A lot of these ones, the TP links, they go for like 80, $90, and they're going to give you some really good value. Rohas has reviewed a couple of lesser known brands on his channel, and they're really good. I think they go up to 4,000 square feet too.
Mhm.
And what were the price ranges on those ones? Do you remember?
I think they're like $40, $50.
40, $50 on like 4,000 square feet.
Yeah, I literally went across the street. I'm like, let me see how. So the house, I think it's 2,400 square foot. The house, the lot is 38. I think it's almost 4,000. But dude, I went across the street just for shits and giggles. I'm like, let me just go across the street and see how this works, dude. The bars never went down. So, like, actually, when you and me talk on the phone, and then I normally call you right when I'm either leaving or coming back in from somewhere.
Right.
But when I do call you and then I lose that signal, I'm usually like all the way down the street, about like 10 houses down, and then that happens. Post office or get me an energy drink or something.
All right.
But yeah, dude, I was like you like that. It's crazy, like the way these things work nowadays. But also keep in mind, even though it says it covers 4,000 square footage, you got to remember there is a lot of traffic and noise inside your house. Meaning, you got electricity plugs in, you got waves, not microwave, but yeah, microwave. You got all these things that come through. Plus the walls, there's electricity running up and down. There's all types of stuff and interference inside your house with all these walls and levels and everything. So when they say 4,000 of consistent power,
that's perfect world.
That's in a perfect world. They are pushing that much power because if most people if they have a house, they're anywhere between a 1,500 square foot house, which is a smaller house, to maybe a 2,100 square foot, 2,400 square foot, somewhere in there, which is a pretty good sized house. Mm-hmm. Now with the 4,000 coverage, it should be able to push through all those walls and all that interference. Now remember, it still won't be perfect, but it'll be a hell of a lot better if you get something else that says we covered 2,000. You know what I mean?
So just going to stop real quick and say, guys, I didn't really get an opportunity to share this link. So if you guys are in any groups, just please share the link and make sure you hit that thumbs up. And we're going to keep rolling. I want to make sure we didn't forget this. Did you answer this question already, Rohas?
What's the lowest level I should go for in those cables you recommend? Oh man, it's so hard to answer. Okay, I'm gonna say this again. I said it again. Well, I said it earlier, but I'll say it again.
Cinnamon, right?
Audio Quest does not have sales. Start off with that. Vodka is $400. Right now it's for like $120. Chocolate is normally about a $300 cable. You could pick it up, I think, for like either 60 or 80. I forget what it is. 60 or $80 chocolate, which is their second best. Cinnamon, which if it was no sale, I would tell everybody get this cable, which I think normally it's about $80. I think it's on sale for like 40 or $50. And then Forest being like, okay, I'm super dead broke budget. Normally that's like a $30, $40 cable. I think it's on sale for like $20. Forest would be the lowest. I wouldn't do Pearl. Don't do Pearl. But here's the thing. Depending on your budget, those are the price range. If I have to say, hey, what would you absolutely recommend right now, because there is a sale on those cables, I would do either chocolate or vodka. Vodka being the best, chocolate being the second best. I would do those two cables, one of those two cables. If you're like, dude, I cannot squeeze $60, then
man.
cinnamon. Do cinnamon. Cinnamon, I think is like $40 or something like that. Do a cinnamon cable. But
Yeah.
like I said, if it's a $20 difference, just do it. Just do it. And the cool thing is,
This is the one.
you could go return it. Yeah, see, $44. It's normally $100 on that cable. So yeah.
I'll post a link to this one. This is probably where I would recommend, if it's in your budget, to go with this one. That's where I would recommend to start. And if it's not in your budget, then stick with the cables you got and then save up until you get to a cinnamon. That's what I would probably say.
But here's the thing: if you have to wait to save up, you're not spending $44 anymore. By the time this sale's over, it's going to be $100.
Yeah, I'll drop some links in the chat now.
Show the chocolate one real quick, because that's the thing. I keep telling people, like, look at this, $60. And
is that the regular price though?
No, that's not the regular price. That's their second best cable. That's like a $300 cable right there. They chocolate sold out, so I think AudioQuest made a new link for this because they sold out of their stuff.
Oh, okay.
But that's a $300 cable. So
I'll drop some links in the chat.
Please put the link in Telegram also. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. If it really depends on your budget. If you're just like, oh, I could do $40, I'm gonna tell you, hold on a second. If you could do $40, do the chocolate one. Do the one that's $60. If you're just like, well, I don't know, because $60 is a stretch, I'm gonna tell you, just do the $60, and if you don't like it, go return it. You know, go return it, get your money back, get the cinnamon. And if you're just like, oh, I could do, if you do this, if you're just like, oh, I got about $100, I could easily do the chocolate. Do the vodka. Just do the vodka. It's going to be $120. Chocolate available in Canada for $173 plus $20 import fees.
Yeah, there's no sales in Canada right now. I checked already. But I mean, if you're in Canada, what we could do is you hit me up in Telegram. I'll grab it from Rohas. Rohas has a package coming to me in probably about a week or two, and then he'll send it and I'll mail it from me. So that way you'll save money. If you want to do that, we'll do it for you.
Let us
know. You got to hit me up ASAP though.
Yeah, I'm probably going to ship that box over to you Next Level on Monday, but I'll do this. If there's several people in Canada that are like, dude, I really want that chocolate cable, I really want that vodka cable, you got to let Next Level know before the end of Sunday. As soon as it's Sunday midnight Eastern Standard Time, which means it would be now Monday morning. That's it. If Next Level doesn't say anything, I'm shipping that box Monday morning. If Next Level says, hey, I got a couple people that paid for this already, can you please get some? I'll get them immediately, and then I'll probably ship it out like Wednesday or Thursday. So you just have to let us know. Just let us know quick. Okay, so Rich Little Poor Boy, what's up, dude? I talked to him on Telegram. Good guy. What do you think about Blue Jeans cables, BJC? They are just as good and far cheaper, in my opinion. They are far cheaper, but they're nowhere near AudioQuest. Nowhere near AudioQuest. If anything were to happen to those cables on BJC, Blue Jeans cables, do they have where you could go and return it and get a brand new one? Like, do you have that type of warranty on it? What's the warranty on it? Is it a 1-year limited? Yeah, AudioQuest is just nuts. I've been with those guys for, like I said, 10 years, and I've never had an issue. I haven't owned a vodka cable, so they're coming in, and they're coming in like I think my thing just dinged at me and said within an hour. Man, I'm gonna hook it up to the Shield and the PS5.
Speaking about sales, I posted some more sales today in the Telegram group and on my community tab. So if anybody didn't see that, I'm gonna pull that up real quick right here. Let me just pull up my Amazon. Now, this sale is actually happening both in Canada and the States. So if you're in either one of those places, I haven't checked anywhere else, so forgive me. All right, so let me just share my screen again. So when we're talking about budget and value, I mean, if you're looking for something that's real budget and comes with some decent sized value, then these Fire TVs, great bang for your buck. And they're on sale right now. So you want a 32-inch TV for a kid's room, you're paying $129.99 for the 32-inch Toshiba. Yes, it's 720p, but if it's for a kid's room, do they know what 720p is in 1080p? Probably not. Fire TV built in, so you can install everything that you want to install, that you install in your Fire Sticks and your Android boxes directly onto this TV. And this is the all-new 2020 edition, so these are the latest models, and they're on sale right now. You can upgrade that to a 50-inch for $279.99. Like, that's a great bang for your buck. This is actually the TV that I use as my main TV right now. I don't have a fancy TV. I used my Toshiba TV. And the reason I use this TV is because every time I would set up a device for me to use, a family member or a friend would ask for a device, and then I would end up giving them the one that I set up for myself. So if I have a TV like this, I'm not going to give away my TV, so it sticks around. I'm actually in the market of buying another one because my son decided to drop his TV twice, once on himself and once on the floor. So it didn't survive. He did, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Even the Insignias are on sale right now. I mean, look at this. This one is the 32-inch Insignia for $100. Like, that's not much more expensive than a Fire Stick.
Yep.
This is what I mean when it comes to budget and value. Yes, you maybe not be getting the best of an experience when it comes to, you know, if you would have spent $500-600 on a TV and then hooked up a Fire Stick on it. But when we talk about budget versus value, what is your budget and what is valuable to you? You're going to find all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to repost the links in the chat. So if you guys want to check out some of these sales, some of these sales are also available at your local Best Buy. So I recommend you guys going over to bestbuy.com or .ca, depending on which country you're in, and checking them out as well. Did you know about that sale, Rohas?
Yep.
Oh, man. On the ball.
Jason Bouye says, Buzz is the storage expandable on that box. Which box? Are you talking about the Buzz box?
I think he's talking to Buzz in the chat.
So which box?
Buzz the person.
Buzz the person or Buzz the box? Paper Plate says, Rohas, do you have shirts left? I do. Do you care if I show them next?
No, go for it, man. Here, let me stop that. Oh.
Don't show my butt. So I'm not wearing them right now, and I do have pants on.
Stop that.
So that's the back of the shirt. That's the front of the shirt. And then the sleeve has the letter R. So yeah, if anyone's looking for shirts, one of two things. You could shoot me an email, rohasentertainment@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. Let me know the shirt size that you want and how many you want. Or if you have Telegram, same thing. Shoot me a message on Telegram. And let me know. Yeah, shirts are $30. And I do got masks. Masks are $20. If you want a shirt and a mask, I'm doing the combo for $40, and all of that includes shipping. So I try to take care of you guys. I have a limited amount of quantity, and I've been getting a steady stream of, I want this shirt, I want this shirt, I want this shirt. So let me know. Let me know. I'll put the gorilla back there. I was wearing it yesterday too during the show. So yeah, Paper Play, just let me know about the shirt, man. Flick Chick says, I love the shirts. Love the color. Yeah, just hit me up. Hit me up, guys. I got the only sizes I don't have is 4X and 5X, but I got extra small, which I think is like a kid size, or for you petite ladies or men, if you like to wear the schmediums, I got the extra small. I got small, medium, large, 1XL, 2XL, and 3XL. All right. So just let me know.
Okay. So this is a follow-up to a question that Red Lantern asked yesterday. So it looks like he's decided to go with Adobe. He was asking about video editing software. If you have decided to go with Adobe and you're trying to decide between Adobe Premiere Pro and Adobe After Effects, they're two different things. If you're just looking to edit videos, then if you're a beginner, go with Adobe Premiere Pro. After Effects is something that's a little bit more advanced, that gets into a little bit more of graphic design for videos and not actually editing like clips and stuff like that so much. Right, Rohas?
Yep.
I think I said that right. Yeah.
Adobe Premiere Pro, After Effects, something sure I don't know the difference. Yeah. Do you want me to say anything on it?
Go for it.
So you could do a lot of things almost the same on both. Premiere Pro is mainly your go-to for editor when it comes to your videos. But if you want to create some extra stuff, like if you look at my intro and my outro, I did that all in After Effects, Photoshop, Premiere Pro, but the bulk of the work came out of After Effects. Then I had to put all that inside Premiere Pro to turn it into a full-fledged MP4 video. But you know what? They also have this thing called the Creative Cloud that you have access to everything. I forget how much it is a month, but if you have a student email, or if you catch them on one of their sales, then you should be able to get that full thing, you know? So yeah, you will like it. What would you guys say the peak time of the day is doing speed tests on internet? Like peak time as, I guess peak time, I'm guessing when there's the most traffic. I would say probably about anywhere between 5 p.m. and 7 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah.
Usually people are getting out of work or they're finishing dinner or something like that, but that's probably most of the time when people get home and turn whatever stuff on.
But
Or if there's a pay-per-view event or sports event too, that's another one.
so but here's the thing too. Every demographic is different. I mean, think about it. Let's say you live in a place that has a big factory and there's a huge night shift population. That could affect it, right? You want to do your speed test several times a day, right? So you know what's optimum for your networks, your devices, all that kind of stuff, right? I tell people, and this is something that we said on a couple of our shows. You want to do a speed test not just when you're having issues. So do a speed test when you're not having issues, so you know what it looks like, what a good setup or what a good speed or what a good ping looks like to you, right? Don't I wouldn't plan it by the time of day. You don't want to do a speed test in the time of day. I would spend it. I would run the test depending on how things are running. If it's running great, you're having no issues, great time to run it. That's just how I would do it in my personal opinion, but hey. So I posted in the chat. It came out all jumbled, but there's the links to those TVs. And I also, what in the heck? It cut off the last link and it posted it at the comment after that. It's also posted in the Telegram group. I'll post it again if you guys need it. Just shoot me a message. It's also in the community tab on my YouTube page.
Real quick, Flake Chick, if you're here, press 1. Explosions.
Yeah, okay, because that's easy, Cyclone. I'll come out with my own TV. I'll get right on that.
Yeah, why not?
Okay,
I second that. I second that nonsense. It better be the next level box. Literally. I love those shirts. Thanks. Is she here? If Flake Chick, are you still here? Flake Chick, press 1 or 2 or something.
The link to what? What did I?
Can Can you post a
What
link
is
so
it
that
talking about?
those of us who can't read can understand? Yeah, I'm gonna translate it.
What link to what? I forgot what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
which link are we talking about, guys? Uh-oh, getting a couple emails asking me about shirt sizes.
Is it the link for the shirts? What link are you guys? I see a couple of people asking for links.
Put a link. Don't worry about it. What? Talking about the TVs. Oh, he's just talking some
Oh,
poopery.
okay.
You're
All right.
talking poopery, huh?
Yeah, she's here. She put a 3 and a 2 and a 1.
3, 1, explosions. What size shirt are you? What size shirt are you? Just want to say, since it's your birthday, Paper Plate is sending you a shirt. So happy birthday! You want Next Level to sing happy birthday?
No, you don't want that. Believe me.
So what shirt are you, Flick Chick? Paper Plate is sponsoring your shirt for your birthday. He's taking care of you. So just need your shirt size. What? Boom. Happy birthday.
All right, guys. So we are a courtesy from Paper Plate mailing out a Rohas TV shirt, Rohas review shirt. Where the hell did he go?
All right. She said XL. XL. Yeah, Paper Plate, good looking out. If you're still here, yeah, he is. Happy birthday. Paper Plate's hooking you up with the shirt. And as you know, a bunch of you guys send us pictures saying like, hey, I got my mask, and you guys send us pictures and it's cool. So I'm gonna need a shirt with I need a picture with the shirt on. So there it is. So Flick Chick, I know we've talked on Telegram, so just shoot me a message. I'm gonna need your info to so that way I could ship it out. All right. Literally, look, I don't know if you guys can tell, but you see all my chicken scratches? They're going. They're going. Let me know, guys.
All right. So Jermaine says, what is the best Fire Stick to get? Put link in comments. So I personally like the 4K Fire Stick, but there's nothing wrong with the Fire Stick Lite or the Fire Stick 3rd Gen. The reason why I typically recommend the 4K is because, one, it gives you 4K. However, the Lite and the 3rd Gen, the 1080p is clean AF. It is nice. It's a very good picture quality. HDR, it's a very nice device. It's running the same CPU and same processor as the 4K Fire Stick with just a little bit less RAM. You only really notice the difference in the RAM if you shove that stick full of applications, which you don't generally need to do if you're just using it for streaming. The other difference is, in my opinion, is that the software, the operating system is different. The 2nd Gen Cube, the 3rd Gen Fire Stick, and the Fire Stick Lite are all running Android OS 9, Fire OS 7. Man, I don't even know how I remember all this stuff. And the 4K Fire Stick is running Fire OS 6, which is running Android 7.1. The main differences that you're going to notice is that the 4K Fire Stick is more friendly when it comes to icons in regards to third-party applications. So with a 3rd Gen Fire Stick Lite, and 2nd generation Cube, when you install third-party applications, for instance, TV Mate and some other applications like that, the icon doesn't appear. But when you install those same applications on a 4K Fire Stick, the application icon works fine. So depending on, if you want to change the launcher, as of right now, that's the only way to fix it. You can change it to a Wolf launcher or an ATV launcher, and then you'll be able to see all of your icons. If you prefer using the stock launcher, the Amazon launcher, but you're looking to give this to a family member or a friend or something along those lines, then I would recommend going with a 4K Fire Stick. So we had, yeah, I think I covered everything on that one. Oh my God, no.
Yes, Next Level sing. Come on, Next Level.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Come on. Happy birthday, dear.
Flick chick.
Happy birthday to you. Ooh, ooh. I go crazy when it comes to birthday singings. Oh man. And if you give me booze while you're trying to get me to sing, GG.
All right. So Paul says, how do I change my name in this chat? And then he says, P to the J. What's up, peeps? So it looks like you figured it out. So that's just your YouTube names. So you'd have to go into your Google, your YouTube settings and change your profile. That's where you also add a profile picture as well. So yeah. Telegram is almost at 1,500 people. That's kind of crazy.
The what?
That's a little crazy. My Telegram group is almost at 1,500 people in it.
Really?
So for those of you who are in the Telegram group, let me know. I've done some changes to the NxtBot. NxtBot is, he's the 24/7 next level. He posts all kinds of stuff. Some like updates, some videos. He reposts some of my videos, reposts some of the Beyond the Streams videos. He reposts the podcast. He also does, as soon as movies are released online to stream in good quality, he lets you know right away. Let me know how you guys like that NxtBot, because I think it's pretty cool. I've connected it to some of the places where I get my information from, which makes it better than me in some ways, because instead of me going there and having to digest the information and then share it, as soon as it's posted there, sometimes NxtBot grabs it and posts it in the group right away. So I think it's pretty cool. It's actually also connected to Real Debrid's Twitter account. So if Real Debrid posts, hey, our services are down right now, NxtBot will grab that and post it in the group. So I think it's got some pretty cool things. Right now, they're still posting a couple things that I might remove, but let me know if you like NxtBot, if you want more or less of something, and what kind of things you think are cool that it's doing. See, I love that. NxtBot works much better. Yeah. In the beginning, it was only posting 4K links, and it wasn't really doing much, and it was just kind of spamming the group a bit. So I hope I fixed it to be better. Only if you deliver to my place. Pizza the J says, can you tell it to tell me when dinner time is? The bot is awesome. See, this is some good stuff. I'm always working on something. Rohas is like, it ain't videos.
Pretty much. I got serenade today. You made my day. Thanks, guys. Next box is killing it.
Dog is howling. Rohas, are you still using that mesh Wi-Fi that you reviewed? What are you using now?
I'm testing out a Nighthawk.
Oh, okay. Nighthawks are nice. For myself, to be honest, I have a really small apartment, and I've ran 25, 30-foot Ethernet cables from one end to the other. So most of my stuff is connected to an Ethernet switch in the back. And then because my apartment's pretty small, I don't really have issues with my Wi-Fi. I'm just using my ISP's 2-in-1, and I'm pretty good. But like I tell everybody, the lifespan on these 2-in-1s are typically 1.5 to 2 years. So when it comes close to that time, if you are renting it or if you get it for free from your ISP, whatever the case is, you have every right to get a replacement. They might give you a kickback a little bit, but just, if you just keep telling them it keeps cutting out, it keeps doing this, they're going to replace it for you. So 1.5, 2 years down the road, boot that thing to the side or do yourself a favor and invest in third party, like a third party mesh system or something like that. Yeah, see, that's pretty cool. And I mean, it tells you as soon as it's released. It tells you when a good quality stream is available. So the way that I have it set up is that the way I have it set up is that as soon as it comes out in like a WebDL version, usually I have it set to 1080 right now because it doesn't like, if I have it set to 4K, it's kind of redundant because it's going to tell you 1080 is available, then 4K later. And most people, once the 1080 is released, that's when it's the meat and potatoes. That's what everyone waits for, right?
Meat and potatoes. Are you hungry?
I am hungry, man. I haven't really eaten today. We've been working all day, man.
Where's Preppy? Bring him some food, Preppy.
I know she's working. She's working. Cyclone says you should be ashamed of yourself using ISP provided equipment. That's next level. Listen, like I don't have any issues. And okay, I'll be real. If I could get faster speeds than 100 megabytes a second, I would probably upgrade that. But because my box and my modem and literally right where the internet comes into my house is like 20 feet away from me, I don't really see a need to upgrade to a third party. If I had issues, for sure. I mean, if a company wants to send me a modem or a router to review, I'd probably switch it up by then. But right now, I have no issues. So
it makes no sense.
P to the J says that's first level. Yeah. Whatever, guys. You throw your jokes.
Setting himself up, guys. So that way he gets next level.
Canuck Mark says my ISP modem router is outperforming my Asus router. That's interesting.
Hey, maybe he's got a really good one. All right, Flick Chick. There you go. Just got to confirm your address. I'm pretty sure I have it, but I just want to confirm. I sent you a message in Telegram. Just piling it up. Shirt will be in the mail.
These are actually pretty nice. These are the Aris surfboards. So, I mean, I haven't tested them. I've only looked at the specs. They're running Wi-Fi 6, all that kind of good stuff. They look pretty dope. But yeah, I would say look into those too if you're looking into getting something like that. Pete the J says, internet is definitely something that the city folk take for granted sometimes. I don't know how we ended up in Little House on the Prairie, but whatever.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Okay. So sometimes we talk about things like cables, third-party equipment, accessories, all that kind of good stuff. It depends on what's your idea of stuff. We can only give you our value of it, right? For instance, when we had the conversation about Ethernet cables, and we did the podcast with Lee from Supreme Builds, he was like, 2 years ago, at first he was like, when he saw Rohas talking about Cat 8, he's like, nobody needs Cat 8. But then he remembered that, you know, it does have benefits of going Cat 8. There are some benefits. There are very good cables. There have good shielding, all that kind of stuff. So he brought up a very good point. You know, a year before, when everybody was using Cat 6, he was telling everyone that Cat 7 is something that's very good to install for the long run. You don't have to upgrade everything if you were to move, or if you're going to be in the house for a while, right? Like when we first move into a place and we're getting it tech ready and we're laying down all of our accessories and all of our equipment, once we lay it down, we usually don't change it for a good few years, right?
Yeah.
So if you lay down Cat 8, you're probably not going to change that until you move into your new house. Just generally how it goes. People are not going to rip out all the wires they have running through their house, all that kind of stuff. But if the internet changes, if you get new equipment, if new speeds are released, you're able and you're ready to just swap and go. So those are some of the things why we recommend some of the better quality cables, accessories, all that kind of good stuff. It's up to you to find the value in that. I know. And I think Elon is trying to change that for everybody. I don't know how far he's gotten in regards to releasing satellite internet for everybody. Have you heard anything else on that?
No.
No, eh? He launched a bunch of Skynets into the atmosphere, and he's going to try to give internet to everybody. So if you guys got any questions, let me know. Drop them in the chat. We're just doing a quick Q&A. I'm happy to be back on YouTube after being in the box for a week.
Mm-hmm. YouTube jail.
What's up, Tim? Yeah, so I'm happy for being back from YouTube jail after a week. I do have a lot of interesting things coming to the channel. I've been spending some time getting my quality to the next level. I've also created a new outro. I'm going to be working possibly on a new outro or intro, and possibly on a new merch. I got to look at a couple things. So a lot of you guys have the original stuff. The merch just has the circle of the Next Level logo on it. I am planning on simplifying it a little bit so that you guys, it says something. It'll say like YouTube, or it'll say podcast on it, because I've had a lot of feedback where people don't really know what the logo means. And I mean, you guys know, but somebody might ask you guys and be like, what is that? So if I simplify it and I actually put the words like podcast or YouTube or tech enthusiast or something, then it kind of eliminates those questions and it kind of gives it a little bit more context. So if you guys have any ideas on designs, hit me up. If you guys are a graphic designer and you have some ideas, hit me up. But I'm going to be playing around with some stuff probably until the end of the year. And then 2021, we're going to get into some other stuff.
Why you look so confused?
Oh, no.
Yeah, be ready for that merch when it drops, because you never know. It usually goes by pretty quick.
Yeah, I actually only have like 2 masks in stock right now.
Wow.
Quick question. We're about an hour in. We're probably only going to go for like 15 more minutes. I wanted to know, for those of you who have been keeping up with the Beyond the Streams, what has been your favorite episode so far? If it's a interview, who is your favorite interview so far? If it was a what the hell moment, what was your best what the hell episode? What did we talk about? One thing that we are really starting to ask for you guys to help us with is, no matter what platform you listen to the podcast on, try to leave us a review or a comment. It's actually helping us get found by other people in the podcast realm. So it really does help us out when you guys leave a comment and a review. See, Pizza the J says he gets asked about his mask all the time. But if I put, like a YouTube symbol or a podcast underneath, then people would be like, oh, they would say, whose podcast is that? Or what is that? You know what I mean? So, yeah. So that's something I'm definitely looking at. It's all a learning experience. But you know what? Thank you guys for your help and your support. The first episode, Paper Plate, like the first episode that's like the trailer on our channel where we're like, I'm NxTLvLTech and he's Rohas, and it was like super cheesy.
Super cheesy.
The one we did, it was like a 3-minute trailer video. I don't know if he's talking about that one or what was our first episode after that. Okay, so today, this is why Rohas kind of have that face right now. Today we dropped our 60th podcast episode. Did you know that, Rohas? Today we dropped our 60th podcast episode. So if you want to know, be like, what is Next Level up to? He hasn't posted a video in 2 weeks. I'm still creating a hell of a lot of content. We're recording, we're doing all kinds of stuff. So hey, this one is definitely one of the podcasts that sticks out in my mind. It is something so different and so unique when it comes to both editing, recording, and just in general when it comes to content creation from the streaming community. You don't see a story like that often. I mean, shit, that's one of a kind right there. If you guys have not watched or listened to the Blue and Dabs, the second part, that is a very touching interview.
It's kind of hard for me to pick what my favorite one was because they're all really good.
See, Rohas and I can't pick a favorite. And the reason why is because we learn something new every time we record a podcast. We learn something new from the person that we're recording with. We learn something new about each other. There's new things that Rohas is learning about me all the time. Even yesterday? Was yesterday? It was yesterday the one that we recorded and you were like, I didn't know that about Next Level? Okay, he's not giving away no info. But hey, if you want to learn more about me, you want to learn more about Rohas, Beyond the Streams is the way to go. You're going to learn stuff that we don't really talk about on our channels. Buzz TV interview. Hey, that was a awesome interview that was done on Rohas's channel, my channel. And I don't even think that was on the Beyond the Streams channel. But I'm not going to talk a whole lot about that because to be continued. The Dimmy video was really good. That was a really good conversation. I absolutely loved having that conversation with Dimmy because a lot of us, when we first got into the streaming community, we watched his videos and we learned a lot from him. And, like I said in the video, I watched his videos, he watched my videos, but we never really had an opportunity to talk. And Beyond the Streams has given us an opportunity to talk to a lot of people that we never would have had a conversation with. I mean, shoot, TUK is somebody that is very well respected in the community and does fantastic work. And I was pretty, I was pretty excited to do a video with TDUK, 2 videos with him. So yeah.
Speaking of TDUK, part 2 tomorrow. I just set the premiere. Like what?
Yeah, Tanya from Fire TV Sticks is your favorite for sure. Great conversation. She's right around the corner from hitting 100,000 subscribers. She's gonna hit that real soon. When we first did the interview with her, she was at like 86. And what is she at now? Do you know?
I think she was less than that, like 84, maybe 83. 84? But she gained 10,000 subscribers since we talked to her.
She's at 98.6.
She's gonna hit it, I think, before the month is over. That's my prediction.
Oh, for sure. He says all of them are good.
They're all good.
What's your story? Yo, I've done 60. I'm gonna have to go back and be like, what? I'm gonna look that up right now because I want to know which one that is. Videos. Did you remove the trailer from the Beyond the Streams?
No, it's still there.
Oh, it's not showing up on my thing. Oh, I might actually go back and listen to that one. Damn, look at my beard.
You're like, let me reminisce with my beard.
Oh yeah, man, this was our real first episode. It literally says episode 1. We made it happen. What's your story? Shoot, I want to go back and listen to that one. Oh, Jason Boyaka says he says El Jefe. El Jefe is a fantastic interview. If you guys have not watched El Jefe, make sure you go check out El Jefe. He I don't think a lot of you guys in this community know who he is, and he's a creator that I've been following for a while. I started following him when he was about 15,000 subscribers. Now he's about 60,000, and he's only going to get bigger and bigger. The quality of his reviews, I would take notes from it. Like, he does some really good reviews. His niche is audio stuff, and if you are interested in headphones, anything audio, definitely check him out. Just some really good work. Yeah. Oh, I don't know if I should answer that.
Just got to stay tuned. And actually, El Jefe is not in streaming, and we interviewed El Jefe.
There you go.
You gotta go to you gotta go and look at the videos. There's several videos that we've done, not streaming related. It is tech related. Tara saying, does Bo or DST ever get mad when we do an interview? I don't think DST brought up the interview thing. And if we want to go with the streaming community, then sure, we got to take it back to Husham. Husham was the first Cody streaming YouTuber, and he was the first one to do that. So as far as I know, Husham don't care. You want to second that, or you want to have some comments?
Well, no, I don't feel like any creator would get upset with doing an interview with somebody else. I mean, that's the basics of being a content creator. Your content crumbs. I'm still thinking food. Your content comes from all different walks of life. You do all different styles of content creation, from interviews to vlogging and all different kind of stuff, right? So nobody would get upset for a style of a video. You know what I mean? So I don't think there would be any kind of whatever there. Anyways.
Yeah, we do it very different though from what some of those guys have done it in the past. Very, very different. It's we really get to know who the person is. We try to go back to what they did before. We kind of try to even take it back, like, hey, how did you not only how did you get here to YouTube, but what were you doing before that? Like, what is it that you were playing with before? Or how did you find a passion of this? And a lot of that stuff is, there's some good stories coming up soon, and there's some good stuff that we've already talked about, like Tanya, for example, how she's like, yeah, I used to do this. I even moved to like another country, and I had to learn another language. And oh yeah, we go, like, we get to know the person. It's not like, oh yeah, here I have a Fire Stick and I have a channel and I do this. We go so much deeper. But everybody has their own
Style.
Yeah, they have their own way of doing it. I think our way is just a different way and a unique way, and I think a lot of people like it.
And even when we say unique style, like Rohas has a different style than I do. So the questions and the way the conversation goes sometimes, Rojas and I don't even know where it's going to go because I could throw a curveball, he could throw a curveball. And to be honest, sometimes when we're recording, we'll shoot each other a side message and be like, yo, that question was great, explosions, or you know what I mean? Like, it's just it's exciting for us to have these conversations and to see where they go because we have no idea.
And Terror is just saying it's Friday. I have to stir some shit up for the weekend entertainment. So okay, Terror, I'll stir some shit up for you. Are you gonna buy some Rojas merch or what? Putting you on the spot. Got some shirts, man. Might have your size. You never know. And the beard is growing back. By the way, thank you for posting. Just you owe me the tips. Just the tips.
Oh man. Hey, but it looks good though, doesn't it? I mean, look, I think it looks good. Shit,
you need the tips. Well, keep it like that now. Now that it's somewhat under control, what does Preppy say?
Oh, I'll find out when she gets here.
Rojas is picking up the beard slack. Hey, I'm trying. This is like a week. Well, maybe not a week. Yeah, I think it's a week. I think a week of let it grow.
This is true. Husham does have an Android box out for sale now. This is true. New Tech Evolution was an interesting interview. Definitely covered a lot of things that. Wait, how many parts came out so far? Just one. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it yet because I'll mix them up. This is a good thing. How do we choose who to interview?
So I grab a coin and I'm like, no, it's kind of like, okay, so in the beginning, I'm going to go to Beyond the Streams real quick just to see all the videos that we've had. In the beginning, we were kind of talking about just a couple things. I'm like, hey, let's just talk about some stuff that we already know. Let's talk about, like why we made the podcast. We talked about AFTV news because it was so fresh. We talked about Zoom because that was fresh. The 4K Fire Sticks, Android 11, Telegram shutting down, just a lot of stuff that was kind of new. And then I think the first person that we interviewed was Dabs. Yeah, The Butcher. The Butcher was the first person that we interviewed. And it was kind of like, I think he popped into one of our shows, either my channel or his channel. And it was just like, hey, why don't we get you on for an interview? And then we just ask. After that happened, I'm like, dude, let me pull up with the old school people. Let me get Dimmy. We talked about Trooper. And then from there, we just kind of went along with, we're kind of noticing certain people do certain things. So that's why we started getting Shriek and Sharon, Grunt Streams, Search Flicks. I've known him for such a long time. Paper Plate is just starting. So we're like, hey, let's get you in. MS7 hasn't been around. Let's get Ken in here. Hey, we've known Juggernaut for a while. Let's schedule time. And so sometimes when we post stuff, it doesn't mean we ask one person over another. We probably asked somebody like a while ago, and we're just waiting for them to be available to do it. So I think it was just kind of like one of those things where it was just like, hey, we like this person's style, how they do their stuff. And they do a lot of work in the community. They're doing some great work. Let's get them on here and have a conversation,
Here's the thing, guys. Everybody has a story. And there's so many faces to this community. We all love to watch TV shows and movies, but that doesn't define us. Who are we? Who is that person? who's that person behind the voice, who's that person behind their video, who's that person behind that keyboard that you maybe have, texted to, talked to, had conversations. Who are they really? I mean, there's lots of people, TDUK, Dimitriology, I can't say it. I fail every time.
Trology.
Dimitrology.
Thank you.
Dimitrology. Even Butch and Blue. And I mean, I could keep going. I mean, we're like 60 episodes into this podcast, but I've never been able to really have a conversation with these people. There are a couple people that I've had to, or not had to, but I've been given opportunities to have conversations with, like New Tech Evolution, and a couple others, Rohas, obviously. I've had conversations with these people, but majority of the people, I don't know. I've never really had a conversation. I know that we share a similar interest in a very small portion of our lives, but I start to find out that there's reasons why we got here, and a lot of those reasons are similar. We're all relatable in some way. So you never know who's going to be on that next podcast, because it's not the qualifications to getting onto our podcast is not, are you a streaming content creator? That's not the qualifications. The qualifications is, what's your story? And do you have the time to tell it?
And you have a webcam.
And you have to have a webcam. You have to have
a webcam. You have to be able to talk to us. Yeah, totally.
So this person here, I'm going to throw up on the screen. Shout out to Terror. Terror is actually the creator of the Next Level logo. And Terror, I apologize, man. Hit me up with your address and I will send you some merch. I don't know why it's taken so long. I don't know why you haven't said something sooner, but yo, hit me up and I'll send it out to you. So my bad. That's a public apology.
I was just telling him right now, just hit me up, dude. Like, cause yeah, Terry does a lot of stuff in the background. So we'll hook you up, man. Hit us up. Terry's the business. Somebody was asking, I sent a review on Apple. Yeah. Hey, if everybody go to the Beyond the Streams podcast on any of the platforms, leave us a review, 5 stars if you can. If you like it, please. We appreciate it. It helps us a lot. You guys don't know how much it does. But somebody was asking, okay, hold on. There's somebody else I was at. Oh, if you want to go for it, go for it. Or do you want
okay, let me just do this real quick. So I'm going to remove it off the screen, but basically I'll paraphrase. I know it's taking up like half my face. Basically what I'm finding is some Android TV devices are having issues with the original YouTube application. You have to switch to the smart YouTube application. And if you still have issues, there should be an option to switch to the light launcher inside smart YouTube. But anybody using an Android TV device, I would switch to smart YouTube because the original YouTube seems to be having issues. So yeah, there's that. All right, go for it, man. Sorry.
It's all good. Okay, so somebody was asking, Super Steel, are you going to interview each other? So if you check out our very first episode, it's called Beyond the Streams EP1. We made it. What's your story? We had a very good conversation about ourselves, like how we got to where we got to and the things in life. We didn't get too far in detail because it's just the story could go pretty deep with a lot of stuff. So we kind of gave a lot of information. That mug. You didn't even read it, did you? Next Level. Rita's icon. Yeah. So we interviewed each other. We were asking questions. We were kind of like, hey, I did this, and how do we get here? We kind of gave our story with everything step by step, how we got there without getting in too many details. I know yesterday I kind of said something where Mibson's like, you were sponsored by who? And you worked with what? And you did what with what? So we didn't go too far into details, but we kind of gave like bullet points on certain things. But it was close to an hour conversation that we had, and a lot of people we keep getting told that was one of their favorite episodes. Like just people getting to know who we are. So check that one out. It's called Beyond the Streams EP1. You could probably just search Beyond the Streams EP1 and you'll find it. And it says, "We made it happen. What's your story?" So I think it's a pretty good conversation that we had.
I agree. I concur.
You got to think about it. You're like, I agree.
Oh man. Happy belated birthday, Grunt Streams again. Yeah, you can get Smart YouTube from my Filelinked. Filelinked is there. Filelinked is everywhere. There was a slight delay in some of the updates in Filelinked for the past day and a half because my current host said that I had hit my quota. So I've fixed that. I had to delete some stuff because I was taking up too much memory, and we're going to be good from there.
There's a show that's about to start in 1 minute.
Holy crap. Let's drop that and run. There's explosions that are coming.
Explosions.
All right. If the mods can do me a huge favor, go out, grab Butcher's show and paste the link. We always do a Next Level and Rohas raid. Rohas, anything you want to tell the good people before we go?
Yeah, make sure you guys do hit us up, follow us up everywhere. We're on Telegram. You could find Next Level. You could find Rojas Reviews. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Beyond the Streams. We are everywhere, all over the place. If you guys are ever looking for merch, make sure you guys do look for Next Level on his Telegram stuff. He's got very limited quantity of stuff. From what it sounds like, you're almost out. Same thing. Just you guys can find us everywhere. So just make sure you guys find us, leave us a comment below, leave us a message, and yeah, love you guys. Take care of each other. See you guys on the next video. Peace.
Don't forget, Beyond the Streams podcast came out this morning. Beyond the Streams video drops tomorrow, which is going to be premiere. Make sure you're subscribed and you're following the Beyond the Streams channel. We are right around the corner from 1,000 subscribers. If you are not subscribed, what's wrong with you? Go check that out. And as a teaser, no, I can't do it right now. I was going to drop my new outro, but I haven't uploaded it here. So anyways, we are jumping over to the Butcher's show to do a raid. Make sure you jump over and say what's up. That Next Level and Rojas sent you. Love you guys. Have a great weekend, and we will see you guys on the next one.